With Gametime Picks, we make buying tickets easy by serving up only the best deals on sports, music, and shows.
What time is it?
It's game time.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Hockey Podcast Network. It's been a little bit. It's been about a week since I've been on the channel. And thank you for bearing with me. I've been dealing with a little bit of a cold. So happy to be here with everyone at home. We have a very interesting matchup between the Islanders and Sabres. It's gotten from bad to worse for the New York Islanders. We can talk more about that later. But we're nearing the point for the New York Islanders where you have to start putting wins together. Otherwise, we're looking at going first overall in the draft. That's where my mindset's going to go if we don't start winning games here soon. Before we get started, though, they're just doing the anthems now. We haven't missed anything. Bit of a delayed start. I thought usually 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. puck drop. They're usually on it at like 7:08, but they're just doing the anthems now. They're doing the Canadian anthem, which I don't quite understand, but that is okay. I love Canada. Maybe since it's right next to Canada in Buffalo, New York. I don't know. I don't remember them doing Canadian anthems in Buffalo, but they're doing it today. If I'm missing something glaringly obvious, please let me know at home too. But yes, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Happy Friday. Made it to the end of the week, thankfully so. Hopefully everyone had a fun Halloween night if you celebrated. I didn't really do anything besides relax and watch TV. But if you are new to this channel, consider subscribing. Bottom right-hand corner, that's the reason why we're here today. Make sure you smash the like button. Click the bell icon to notify whenever we do go live on the channel, because we are live throughout the entire NHL season, Four Nations tournament, which I think is in February, World Juniors, Stanley Cup playoffs, the whole shebang. We'll have watch parties throughout the entire year, so don't worry about it. Look at Ilya Sorokin. His haircut reminds me of it's like a white man's afro. It's like curly. If he grew that out, it'd totally be an afro. He definitely should. I should make a tweet about that. Ilya Sorokin, grow out the afro. But yes, also make sure you follow us on the Twitter and Instagram. At HockeyPodNet is the Twitter and Insta. And then as always, if you want to follow me on Twitter, at Grant Akeem is my handle. And I also have a YouTube channel. You can check it out there. Same name, Grant Akeem channel. Also, the sponsor is Gametime. If you use promo code THPN, you get $20 off your first purchase at Gametime, which is incredible. So if you want to go to an NHL game this season, or college hockey, or concert, or basketball, football, whatever, any sporting event, anything that's at a stadium, I'm sure Gametime has tickets for it, and you can use that promo code and you get $20 off. Very insane deal, in my opinion. Also, if you're a betting man like myself, use promo code THPN when you sign up for DraftKings. Let me know your score predictions in the chat. This is a very big game for the New York Islanders. They gotta win, right? The Islanders have to win today. I wouldn't be shocked if we lost just because of the injuries that we have right now, but just show some life, man. Show some urgency. Show some effort to the fans that you want to win games this season. So I'm praying they're going to win. I'm going to go for I don't know. It's going to be low scoring because the Islanders they couldn't score if they put, an ant in goal. That's how bad it is. They literally couldn't put the puck in the net. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 in overtime, New York Islanders win, because that's basically the only way we can win games. We only have one regulation win all season, the Islanders. One regulation win. Unbelievable. We'll get to lineups here shortly. Puck is down in Buffalo at the KeyBank Center. I've always wanted to visit Buffalo. Oh, Anders Lee! Saved by Levi. Oh my goodness. Good looks there. Let's do this. Good luck there for Anders. Like I said, that should have been a goal. That should have been 1-0 Islanders, but it's not. Let's get to lineups. Where's my lineups? So let's start with the visitors, because that's how I always start it. We have Anders Lee, Bo Horvat, and JG Pageau. Oh, man, as your first line. I mean, what is that nonsense? I mean, we have Duclair's out long-term probably. I bet Duclair's going to be out for basically the whole year. It was just announced this morning that Matthew Barzal flew back to Long Island, and he's hurt with an upper body injury from the Columbus game the other night. And oh my God, it's just like you can't, it can't be, it's like the worst injury ever. He's our only offensive player that has any sort of creative abilities, so that is terrible. So that is your first line tonight. Anders Lee, Bo Horvat, and JG Pageau. Gross. Yeah, second line of Siplikov, Nelson, and Palmieri. So they're keeping that second line together. And I'll be honest, Siplikov, you've been disappointing me. Preseason, you look great. Ever since then, I haven't noticed him at all. So maybe he was overhyped. Oh, Wahlstrom tried to do a toe drag release shot, and he just mishandled it. Look at Devin Levi. You see him try to take out Oliver Wahlstrom there. Good for the goalies. If you're going to skate through the blue paint, you're going to get a stick to the crotch. Good for Devin Levi. Your third line is Simon Holmstrom, Casey Cizikas, and Pierre Enval. Gross. Your fourth line, this is what I don't understand, right? We have someone as talented as Oliver Wahlstrom. He's a younger player. Is he like the best player since sliced bread? No, but he can shoot the puck. He needs to be playing with better, more talented players than McLean and Hudson Fasching. Not to bash on Hudson Fasching. I love Hudson Fasching. Went play at the University of Minnesota. Watched him when I was in ninth grade because I had season tickets for the Gophers. Love me some Hudson Fasching. But Oliver Wahlstrom deserves to be on the first line with Bo Horvat and this line. He needs to be on the first line with Horvat and Lee. I'm sorry. And Pageau can play fourth line or third line minutes. You got to put Simon Holmstrom with better and more talented players, because he's not going to be a guy like Barzal, going to be creative and get all the assists. He's a guy that needs to get fed so he can shoot the puck. That's his attribute. That's what he's really good at, is shooting the puck. And so him on the fourth line is completely useless. And I see people on Twitter, you see the head coach be like, well, Wahlstrom is producing. We're going to put him on the fourth line. Yeah, he's not producing because he's playing with these shit players. So he's one of those guys. He needs to be playing with more talented players, essentially. And this fourth line is absolutely garbage, in my opinion. Third line is garbage. Second line is decent. And that first line is garbage. So we have a very piss-poor lineup tonight. No Duclair, no Barzal. This is what you're left with. Defense, you have Romanoff and Dobson. I know, very bright atmosphere here. Then you got Pelican, Pulak, Mayfield, and Mike Riley. Disastrous pairing. That is terrible. I thought it'd be better. I thought Mike Riley would be better this year, but just he's not it. He's not it. I wish we had Nicoletti. I still wish we had Nicoletti. But we're stuck with Mike Riley. And they have Ilya Sorokin in that too. Is this the only like bright spot saving grace for the New York Islanders is Ilya Sorokin. Whether or not we'll make it to the postseason is all about Ilya Sorokin. And also apologies. I am just like last week. I still got a bit of a sore throat, so I'm not going to yell or do too much yelling. Not that I yell normally, but going to keep it on the DL with the voice. Do like an NPR voice. We have some comments here, actually. Donnell says, "What is up, sir? Looks like I'm the first to comment." Yes, you are, Donnell. It's a very quiet night. It's a very quiet night. That's okay. We'll have fun. Doesn't matter how many people watch. I still love watching the Islanders. Donnell says, "I will say the problem with the Islanders is that they can't score. If they have the lead, they'll find a way to blow it. And if they go to overtime or shootout, they will lose the game." Yes, well, the Islanders have had the scoring problem ever since Barry Trotz came to the team. Because if you remember that final year we had with Jack Capuano and Doug Waite, we were the most, I think we were top 3 in the NHL, right, in terms of goal scoring. Our goals against was garbage, but our goals for was insane. And once Barry Trotz came in, he instilled that defense-first system. Our goal scoring production significantly went down, but our goals against was the best in the NHL, best in the league. And ever since that season, we've always had a tough time scoring, but the reason why we've been able to get away with it is because of how good defensively we were. We were able to hold on to leads. We had the great goaltending. We've had structure. We barely gave teams any looks on nets. Like we kept teams below like 2 goals or less for the most part. And as long as we scored 2 or 3 goals in a game, we were fine. And we could win games 1-0, and that was fine. And if you have defense like that, you can get away with it. But when you don't have the defense anymore, like the Islanders, we don't have that kind of shutdown defense like we did under Barry Trotz anymore. Combined with the lack of talent in the offense department, then yeah, like we're in this situation now where we're not holding on to leads. We can't score goals. We're going to lose almost every game. We're going to get loser points. It's going to be really rough. And as soon as we get one injury, it's our season's like almost derailed. 13:56 to go here. Scott Mayfield took a tripping penalty, which is fantastic. Thank you, Scott. So Buffalo 2 the power play. Hockey from home says, "What is up, Grant? What is up, hockey? Hope you're having a good night. Happy Friday to everybody watching. This is lots of fun. Hope you had a great Halloween. I don't know where you are, but I'm from Minnesota. And if you look up my backyard, I can't show you, but like there's snow on the ground. It snowed like 5 inches yesterday on Halloween. Like, what is going on? So it looks like, it should be December outside. We got snow on the ground still. So that's what's going on in Minnesota. Crazy. What's new? Donnell says, "Another thing, it's not a coaching problem with Patrick Waugh. It's the GM of Lou Lamoriello. He doesn't see that the NHL is a faster game now and doesn't want to retool or rebuild to get younger and faster." I completely agree with you, Donnell. You got rid of Barry Trotz. You got rid of Lane Lambert. We have Patrick Waugh. It's the same issues we've been having for the last 3 seasons. It's not a coaching problem. GM Lou Lamoriello is the problem. He doesn't want to retool or rebuild. Well, we can't rebuild based on the contracts he signed. Like when you sign Pierre Engvall to like a 7-year contract, Scott Mayfield to these long-term deals, like how do you expect to move him? You can't move Pierre Engvall and no one's going to take that contract. No one's going to take Scott Mayfield. And honestly, like who is going to take Anders Lee? Who's going to take Pajot? Who's going to take Palmieri? Who's going to take Holmstrom? Who's going to take Cizikas? Who's going to take Engvall? McLean? Fash? The only assets we have on this team that we could trade with if you wanted to rebuild would be Matt Barzal, Noah Dobson, Ilya Sorokin, and I could see a team wanting Semyon Varlamov and maybe Bo Horvat as well. But like we signed Bo Horvat to a contract, so no one's gonna take that. And I guess someone would probably take Brock Nelson too. So we have like 4 guys on the whole team that we could theoretically trade to get assets in return. Everyone else, like to get rid of a Palmieri or like a Cizikas, Anders Lee, we probably would have to trade like a second round pick to get rid of them. So we can't rebuild as much as I want to rebuild and blow this team up. Like we can't because of the contracts. And you're just left with a mediocre team that's going to be competing for the wild card spot every year. They might make it, they might not. We're never going to be shitty enough to get like a first overall pick. Never going to be good enough to win a Stanley Cup. We're just stuck in the suck zone, as I call it. We're in the suck zone. So it's frustrating, and I feel the frustration, Donnell. But what we should have done as soon as Barry Trotz came in that first year, blow the team up, right? You blow the team up, get players through the draft. You have, at that point of time, Ilya Sorokin was still in the KHL. Matt Barzal was still young. Noah Dobson was like a baby at that point. This is like before COVID. And imagine the team we'd have now if we would have done that. If we would have rebuilt and blown the team up when Barry Trotz came in 2018 and 2019. Like this team would be so good with Ilya Sorokin coming in, Matt Barzal with all this young talent, Noah Dobson. Like I think we would be like for sure a playoff team by this point, a very good one. But we're stuck with what we got now. So that's my rant on that, Donnell. 11:35 to go. Still scoreless here. We still got to do lineups for Buffalo. We'll go through it quickly because I've been talking a lot. We have another penalty. Another penalty on the Islanders. Goodness me. Also, I should mention the Buffalo Sabres are wearing their alternate goat head jerseys, the black jerseys. Very nice. I always think of one of my favorite goaltenders ever, Ryan Miller, when I see these jerseys. So we got Peterka, Thompson, and Tuck. Your second line of Greenway, McLeod, and Cousins. Me and my cousins, and you and your cousins. It's a line that's always running. Me and my cousins, and you and your cousins. I can feel it coming. Shout out Vampire Weekend. You got Zucker, Krebs, and Quinn. And then your fourth line of, I don't know who this is, Malinston, Lafferty, looking like Voldemort with that haircut. Abe Kubel. On defense, you got Rasmus Dahlin, Yokoharu, Bowen Byram, Owen Power. Is that Matthias Samuelson, Clifton, and then Devin Levi, who I'm very hot on. He did very well in the World Juniors for Canada. I can't remember if he won gold for Canada when he played. I think, didn't they beat the Czech Republic when, they score 5 seconds in to the power play and Buffalo has a 1-0 lead. And nothing Ilya Sorokin could do. He made the first save. The rebound was just left wide open for Cousins, and he buried it. I sang a song, me and my cousins, and you and your cousins. It's a line that's always running. Me and my cousins, and you and your cousins. He just scored on Sorokin. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, McLean, he won the faceoff, but we couldn't get the puck. It goes to the point, easy shot. Sorokin makes the initial save. That's a great play by Zucker. He played it between his legs to Cousins' back door, and he had a wide open net. Really good play by Zucker. It's 1-0. It's great. What a start. Oh my goodness me. MCS, that's a big water bottle. It is. a half gallon. I used to, last season, I had this water bottle. I've been kind of switching between bottles and trying new ones out, but I like this one the most. It's easy to hold. I like the case. You can put stuff in it if you want. Keeps it cold. It's like a nice little insulation thing. Bo Horvat. Sit. Oh, he scores! Bo Horvat on a breakaway, and poor Devin Levi. I thought he made the save. But it just goes through. That's such a weird bounce. He made the save with his leg pad, and it went whoop all the way up and over. Here's the replay. Yeah, he made the save. Levi just had enough oomph to get over that pad. That's frustrating. It was a good job by Levi. He was so patient. Made the save, but it just had enough oomph to get over the pad. Well, that is a big goal. 1-1 game now. Makes up for the PK nonsense. Oh, Tage Thompson almost scored. Goodness. This could be a high-scoring game. I said 2-1 for the Islanders. Let me know your score prediction at home if you'd like. Wow. Another save by Sorokin. 9:40 to go in the first period. This is crazy. But yes, half-gallon jug. I try and go through one a day. 1.5 a day, I think, is what I need for my body, my water intake. Everyone's different, though, so do your research. Let's see. The PT White Play says, do you think Evgeny Malkin is going to get his number retired? He should. I don't know why he wouldn't. He won a Stanley Cup with Pittsburgh, so I don't know why he wouldn't. Like, you would think Crosby, Letang, Malkin, Fleury would get their numbers retired. Makes sense to me. Donnell, another thing, the Islanders PK still sucks as well. We saw that. Yeah, the PK is really bad. If someone knows their ranking in the NHL, I could probably pull that up, the PK rankings, or just look up NHL penalty kill rankings. Where are the Islanders? Oh my goodness, they're dead last. Wow. So penalty kill percentage, the Islanders are 31st, tied for 31st, so tied for last with the Edmonton Oilers at 62.5%. That is piss poor. If you take a look at power play, because why not? Islanders are ranked 28th in the National Hockey League at 12.9%. Another interesting stat, though, Buffalo Sabres on their power play are ranked dead last, 32nd at 6.9%, which is very nice. How is their PK? Where's Buffalo? 23rd in the league, Buffalo, on their PK at 74.2. But, yeah, very bad PK. Special teams for the Islanders is garbage. It's very bad. We're definitely a better 5-on-5 team. Look out, here comes Tuck. Tage Thompson. Great play by Romanov. And Sorokin's going to cover. How much time we got? 6 something? Will it show me? Will it tell me? 6:48. 6:48 to go. PT says goal. Yep. 1-1. Let's go, Horvat. Yeah, good job for Bo. He had a chance early on in the game and he missed it. So good redemption there for Bo. Zillarex says, I'm here. Hello, what is up, Zillarex? Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to try and film this weekend some videos on my channel because I've been sick all week. So hopefully this weekend I can start filming some stuff and can kind of give my thoughts on the Islanders season so far. So you can stay tuned for that on my channel if you want. And then also we'll do some more gaming stuff. I've been very nonchalant about the gaming because I haven't been feeling well this week. So we'll get back to that this weekend, definitely. MCS is 4-2 for the Islanders. And then my prediction is 5-2 Islanders. So very pro Islander crowd tonight. Does anybody think Buffalo's going to win tonight? If Buffalo wins, then I can guarantee you Islanders Twitter is going to go bonkers. As if they already haven't gone bonkers. But if you're just tuning in, Islanders, no Barzal. That was announced this morning. We don't know any timetable on when he's going to be back. The official statement is a time frame will be announced after he sees the team doctor. And then we still don't know about Anthony Duclair, what's going on with him, if he's going to be out for long term. At this point, I think, it's going to be put him on LTIR, do what Tampa did with Kucherov, trade for somebody, and try and salvage the season. Because like I said earlier on my rants, with this lineup and the contracts that we have, we can't, as much as I want to blow this team up, we just can't. We really can't. So might as well just double down and try and get someone. Why not? And also, we have a lot of season left. So before we start hitting the panic button, there's still a lot of season left. I know it's embarrassing. But like I said, American Thanksgiving, use that as your timeline to assess where the team's at. Look at the standings at American Thanksgiving and then make your decision from there. I believe I made a tweet. I made a very rational tweet. Like, as soon as they lost to Columbus, blow the team up. I'm done with it. And I still stand by it. That's what I want to happen. But, logistically, it wouldn't work. But I do want Lou Lamoriello out. I think he needs to go. We need to get a new GM. I wish we would have Barry Trotz as the GM. That would have been fun, but nope. No. 5-2. PT says, who's doing Penguins versus Islanders? I believe I signed up for that game. Let me check. Yeah, so my next stream will be on the 3rd. So this Sunday, we got Islanders and Rangers, which I'm very excited about. That is at MSG. That'd be great. And then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, November the 5th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. I got you covered, PT, with the Islanders and Penguins. So there you go. Who's texting me? Someone's texting me. I see. I found a blank. You know the Winnipeg Jets, they're the Royal Canadian Air Force jerseys. I ordered one of those off eBay, a mint condition, brand new one for $60. It was a blank. And I was like, oh, it'd be cool to put Hellebuck on the back. So I found this company it's near Vancouver. I think it's Burnaby, British Columbia, which I think is south of Vancouver. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not super well versed on British Columbia cities. I've been to Vancouver a bunch, but I'm not an expert. Sent the jersey to them. They texted me saying it was done. So that was them who just texted. Jersey's done. It looks amazing. Let me see. Can I show you guys? Can you see this? Can we see that? Sort of. Doesn't look the greatest, but yeah, that is cool. I'm stoked. I think it only cost $100 to get it custom made. So, but a jersey like that retails at like $300, right? So I basically got it for half off. So that's the way to go. If you can find a blank jersey off eBay, send it to a company to get it custom made, and it's cheaper than, and it's cheaper and probably more of a higher quality than it would be just to get it off NHLshop.com, because that's all heat pressed. If you send it out to get it hand stitched like that, it's obviously like higher quality. So that's what I would do if I were you. PT says, let's go Pens. Ooh, we're going to be enemies that night, are we? I see you, PT. We'll be enemies for one night. MCS says, I didn't know they did a jersey for the RCAF. They did, yes. Like, I honestly, it's one of my favorite jerseys, like, ever. I think it's so cool. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, Tage Thompson shot goes wide. Here's a good look at it. Okay, I'm going to see if I can show you guys the jersey. Share this tab instead. There you go. You can sort of see it there. But yeah, they had this jersey last season. I think they wore it for, man, like 4 or 5 games last year. But I think it looks so cool. Like, I love it. Like, it's to honor the Royal Canadian Air Force. It's like, beautiful. Really, really nice, in my opinion. So, there you go. We'll have to do some Winnipeg Jets streams so I can wear it. I do have the white jersey. I do have a road Winnipeg Jets Hellebuck jersey. So if we do some Winnipeg Jets streams, which I'm totally down to do because they're like my second favorite team, definitely will have to rock it for sure. Cousins, me and my cousins and you and your cousins. You got a penalty for hooking. Me and my cousins and you and your cousins. You've been a very bad boy. Sit in the box. PT says, did you stream when the Pens beat the Islanders 7-0? Was that last season, or that had to have been last season? I don't think I did. I don't think I did that stream. Oh, yeah, that was almost a year ago. December 27th of 2023. I did not do that game. Thank goodness I didn't, because I probably would have hurled my Roku remote at the monitor here. So I'm glad I didn't. PT says the fans were booing. Rightfully so. If you're an Islander fan and you go to a game, which not many do to begin with, I think average attendance is like 12,000 now, which is horrendous. If you go to a game, start booing. Boo this team if they keep losing. You got to voice your opinion. Let Lou Lamoriello know how you feel about this team, how you feel about him. Boo Lou Lamoriello. Do the Lou must go chant. Do whatever you got to do. Voice your opinion. That's how you make change. Grassroots effort on the island to make change and to get Lou Lamoriello out of a job. That's very fascinating, isn't it? It's like in our political culture. It's all about we all vote. We all have a say on who like the president's going to be, right? But when it comes to like who's running your hockey team, us fans don't have a say. Like we don't get to vote. I know some teams, there's some soccer teams in the world. I know the Seattle Sounders do this. They're a major league soccer team in Seattle. Every 4 years, the fans vote on the general manager and whether or not he should keep his job. And I don't know why we don't do that in sports. Like, I would love that if every 4 years we had to vote on should Lou Lamoriello keep his job or not, or do we want someone else? They really got to do that for hockey. Not every soccer team does it, but I know a select handful do. And I think it's really cool because then it feels like as a fan, you actually are part of the team. You have a say in what's going on. Then that way, the general manager, the owners can't just screw the fans over and only do stuff that makes them money. You also have to make the fans happy too. So it adds another dimension to it. We have 1:05 left here in the period. It's still 1-1, by the way. There's 1 minute left. Here's Pelech. Smashes it in on Levi. What are the shots? 13-10 for Buffalo. I'd say Devin Levi's been the better goaltender. He's had to make more impressive saves. Sorokin's hasn't done a whole lot. Not trying to say he's a better goalie. I'm just saying Devin Levi, I think, had to do a bit more work. Here comes Bo Horvat with 10 seconds to go. Can we get something, boys? Oh, penalty. Yeah, that was dumb by Obey Kubel. He literally just elbowed Noah Dobson right like in the neck. What's he doing? What an idiot. Why would you do that? Well, yeah, 2 minutes for roughing on Obey Kubel. Literally just came up to Noah Dobson and just stiff-armed him in the neck. Idiot. So now the Islanders will go to the power play, which, look, Islanders on the power play. I showed you the numbers. What was the exact number? 12.9% this season on the power play, tied for dead last. So Buffalo doesn't have a whole lot to worry about. But yeah, that was a dumb penalty by Obey Kubel. That was terrible. MCS says if they made it last season, that makes sense because I'm pretty sure last year or early this year, the RCAF celebrated their 100th anniversary. Yes, so it was last season when they wore the jerseys. And it's crazy. If you try and find it online, like Winnipeg Jets RCAF jersey. I know if you like NHLshop.com has it it's on sale, but they only have Kyle Connor, which like I would have been fine with, but like I really want Connor Hellebuyck. If you know, like I don't know, I prefer a Hellebuyck. They do have blanks on Fanatics for like $107. Like Cool Hockey has it for like $230. The Jets team store has it for like a lot of money, like $340. Yeah, so if I would have ordered it through the team store, it would have been $340. But the way I did it, I'm getting it for $160. So yeah, it's a strategy. If you're into jerseys, that's what I would do. But no, I think it's so clean. Such a clean jersey. PT says trade Anders Lee for someone whose contract is about to be up. That's not bad. I'd be down with trading Anders Lee. If he wants to go to like a team who's going to win a Stanley Cup, sure, do it. I don't know what team. Like maybe look at the standings. I could see a team like Florida needing an Anders Lee type player, like on their third or fourth line. New Jersey, you don't want to trade him to a rival, though. You don't want that. Carolina could definitely use him. I mean, who knows? Washington, if they're in the postseason, he could play on Washington. There you go. He can't go to Toronto. I don't want him in Toronto. That'd be disgusting. Don't want to see Anders in Toronto. He'd be reunited, though, with Tavares, though, so maybe he'd like that. I meant to be yes. Yes, I got you. Andrew says, hey, Grant, what's up, Andrew? How's the game so far? Pretty, I don't know. It started off bad. Gave up a power play goal. But Bo Horvat on a breakaway scored. He barely scored. Devin Levi did make the save, but it somehow had enough oomph to get over his pad and in. But no, from an Islander perspective, I don't know, is meh. We didn't do a whole lot. They didn't do a whole lot. You know, we took dumb penalties. They took dumb penalties. We'll see how the second period goes. We're going to be on a power play to start the second. Andrew says, thanks for the advice. Yes. And then Buffalo. Yeah, we're playing Buffalo. Get rid of this. Right. Let's take about a 10-minute break. Stretch the legs, fill the water, get a snack, do what you got to do. 1-1 game. If I'm a betting man, use promo code THPN, by the way, and you sign up for DraftKings. If I'm a betting man, I feel like it's going to go to overtime because I feel like 99% of the streams I do on here go to overtime. So get the popcorn and get the coffee if you're on the East Coast. Well, it's not that late, is it? Why did I say it's not even that late? If we were doing like a 9 o'clock game on the East Coast, then I'd say get the coffee, but it's not that late. But I feel we're going to overtime tonight, so we shall see. Right, back in about 10 minutes. We'll see you for the start of the second period.
Whether you're looking for courtside or upper deck, opening day or opening night, comedy or concerts. With Gametime Picks, we make buying tickets easy by serving up only the best deals on sports, music, and shows.
What time is it?
It's game time.
Hello, everybody. Can we hear me now? We're back for the start of the second. I don't know why the software on this platform does not like my microphone. So if we go mute, that's why. Everything on my end's working. So hopefully you can hear me. But yeah, Islanders are going to be on the power play to start this. I quickly made a snack. I had some pancakes here with some date syrup, so I'll be munching on that while we play here. Nothing better than having a little pancake as a snack. Nothing wrong with that. I'm a big pancake fan. Hashtag pancakes for the win. That's a hashtag. I just made it up. But yes, if you're tuning in, Islanders are without Matthew Barzal and Anthony Duclair due to injury. So we're very strapped for cash here on our first line. I want to share a stat, though. A stat that's interesting. Let me get the stats here. But a stat that is interesting. So Matthew Barzal was hurt back in the 22-23 season, I believe. Shout out Isles Denham for this stat. So Matt Barzal was hurt. The Islanders went 14-8-2 during his injury. So maybe not having your best player will spark something with these guys who are just average players. You'd be like, okay, I got to step up now since our best player is out. So hopefully that happens. I haven't really seen it yet this game, to be honest, but a couple good looks here on this power play. Anders Lee got a couple good whacks at it. I also want to give a special shout out to Devin Levi with those sick pads that he has. That is an amazing setup. Shout out Devin Levi. Oh, no. We just took a penalty. Where's my water? Let me grab my water quick. No. Siplikov for slashing. The hash Schlening slasher. Siplikov. Yeah, anything to the hands. You cannot do anything to the hands. You're going to get called. Andrew says Buffalo for Anders Lee. I mean, who do we take, though? Who would I want? If we traded Anders Lee... Oh, man, maybe give me... They're not going to trade Krebs. I love Peyton Krebs on the Islanders. Lafferty, Abe Kubel. I don't know. Is an Anders Lee for Krebs? They probably wouldn't do that, but that's who I'd like. Or if they want... What about a defenseman? They're not going to get rid of Owen Power. Yeah, I mean, maybe Krebs. I would take Krebs, realistically speaking. And then did I watch the World Series baseball? So not necessarily. Like, I did my best. Like, I watched highlights and I tuned into games every now and again. I watched the Yankees probably the most during the postseason. I saw game 1 of the World Series where I think it was Freddie Freeman did the grand slam or whatever to win game 1. And then once the series went 3-0, I kind of lost interest. The Yankees won game 4. I was like, okay, cool. We go to game 5. Yankees had a big lead. I'm like, okay, we're going to game 6. And then I look at the highlights and they lost. And I was like, oh no. So congrats to the Dodgers. I don't really care that much, but McLean. I don't know if that was trip. I don't know if that was a tripping. McLean supposedly tripped Darlene, but I don't think that was tripping. The referees are gonna have a word about it, but I don't think that's tripping, people. If you're watching this game with me at home, I don't think that's tripping. Oh, they call tripping. Get stuffed. That is not tripping. I need to see a replay, though. From first glance, that's not tripping. So Devin Levi with a shit pass. That's not tripping. That is not tripping. He got the puck. Get stuffed, NHL. That's horrible refereeing. That's not tripping. That's a good point by Brendan on the broadcast. If that turnover didn't cause an immediate chance for the Islanders to score, they're not calling it, right? But since it did, they're going to call it. Now, Buffalo has a 5-on-3. 5-on-3 for Buffalo, and they're probably going to score here. So thank you, referees, for that. That is terrible. 10 more seconds, though, to kill on the 5-on-3. Here's Darlene. For Thompson. Backdoor. Ooh, good save by Ilya. Sipelkov out of the box. So we got a $1:30 left on the Buffalo power play at the 5-on-4 power play. I tell you what, we better get a makeup call. We better get a makeup call. Here's Thompson. Down low. Man, Thompson's huge. Backdoor feed. Good D by Romanov. Excellent defense. Here's Palmieri. Good job by Darlene. But yeah, Andrew, I didn't really watch the postseason that much. To answer your question, the City Life Project says, peace, I'm out, with a hockey emoji and a house emoji. Peace. Andrew says, Isha to the rescue. Yo, Grant, it's game time. Yes. Was that like a rap you were singing there, Andrew? Yo, Grant, it's game time. Oh, no. Oh, Tuck was in. Tuck was in. I'm going to have some pancakes here. I'll give it a rating out of 10 for people. One bite. We all know the rules. I love the texture. Added some date syrup to it. Instead of maple syrup, there's dates. You crush up some dates and you get some date syrup. Oh! Siplikov! It's Maxim Siplikov. 2-1 Islanders. Wow. They just let him walk right in the slot. Like, Maxime, come right in, baby. Free shot on Devin Levi. I think he should have saved it, but I need to see a replay. Here's Siplikov. He's coming on in. Cuts to the middle. Why is music playing? I don't want my HomePod to start playing music. But yeah, Siplikov, he just cuts right in. That's tough, though. I'm going to give Levi a bit of a leash there. A player coming cross crease like that is very hard to stop. Very hard to stop. And Devin Levi, when he pushed, his legs went open, and he able to bear it 5-0. Andrew says, long break you had. Andrew, what are you talking about? We didn't miss any of the game. Right? We didn't miss any of the game. I said I'd be back for the start of the second period. I was back for the start of the second period, so I don't know what we're on about with the long break. Jeffrey says, "Hey Grant, good to see you. Have you ever tried chicken and waffles?" I've never tried chicken and waffles. I went to the Waffle House. This is a funny story. This is back when I was playing hockey in college. Played a series in Kentucky. We had a team breakfast at the Waffle House in Kentucky. They had chicken and waffles on the menu, but I just didn't feel like having chicken in the morning. So I just got pancakes. I love pancakes. But no, I'm never. Maybe I should try chicken and waffles. I don't know. But no, to finish my rating here, it's date syrup on pancakes. I'll give it like an 8.7. It's solid. I think it's better because it's not. I didn't make this fresh. If you make it fresh, it's like blow your balls off really good. But it's a nice like light snack to have during the day, and it's like customizable. You can add like anything to it. You can make them like protein pancakes, like that's a thing. Make them full protein. You can make them with any flour you want. You can make them as big as you want. You can make crepes, which are very nice. It's a French word, crepes. I love crepes. Andrew says, oops, and then so good. Yes, very good. But it's a good response, though, from the Islanders. We were down 1-0. I was like, oh, boy, here we go again. With 2-1 lead now. Fantastic. Can we hold on? That's the next question, though. Can the Islanders hold on? We got 13:58 to go in the second here. Let's take a look at some out-of-town scores because we haven't done that yet. Also, I should thank the sponsors. Thank you, Gametime. Use promo code THPN when you sign up for Gametime and get $20 off your first purchase, which is incredible. So if you want to go to an Islanders game, I don't know why you would because they kind of suck right now. Or you want to go to a Buffalo game, any game you want, $20 off your first purchase. The nice thing about Gametime is that I think you should buy tickets kind of right before the game starts. That's when people are most desperate and they're going to lower the prices, on the resale market. So that's usually what I would do. And you can find some really good deals that way. And also for DraftKings, promo code THPN when you sign up for DraftKings. Also subscribe, people. If you are new to this channel, subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. I think we're at like 5.2 something thousand to try and get up to 5.3. That'd be a lot in one night, in one stream, but let's try. Let people know about the channel, live watch-alongs for hockey games throughout the entire season. Not the World Cup of Hockey. That was like 5 years ago. What's it called? Four Nations Cup, World Juniors, Stanley Cup playoffs. We got it covered for you. Also, if you just like listening to podcasts, there's plenty of podcasts for you. If you're a fan of a team, there's going to be a podcast for you on this channel, so check it out. Scroll your way through, find some podcasts you like. Also, follow us on the social medias. @HockeyPodNet is the Insta and Twitter. Follow me on Twitter @Grant Akeem. Check out the content I put on YouTube, Grant Akeem channel on YouTube. You can find me there. I do gaming streams, hockey videos, bunch of random stuff if you enjoy it. The upcoming schedule for the Islanders, we have lots of road games. My goodness, I didn't realize how many road games we had. Goodness me. But yeah, let's do some out-of-town scores. Where's my tab? There it is. Yeah, so we do have one final. Honestly, I didn't know this was a thing. We have another Global Series game, which I think is stupid to do in the middle of a season. Like Gary Bettman, what the hell are we doing? I think it's dumb enough to do it preseason or like the start of the season. Why are we doing it in the middle of a season? It was between Florida and the Dallas Stars. Florida won 6-4, big game. That's a good matchup, but Florida, Dallas, and that could be a Stanley Cup final matchup. Very high scoring, which is shocking considering you got Bobrovsky and Ottinger in that, but that's how it ended up. So, yeah, we had a 6-2 lead for Florida, and then the Dallas comeback stopped at 6-4. And then we had a couple games going on. This is the early game of the night. So we got Ottawa and the Rangers 1-0, and Tampa and Minnesota scoreless. And we got New Jersey and Calgary later today. Andrew says, did you answer my question? What was your question, Andrew? I don't know what question you asked. It's a great idea. And then, okay, New Jersey Devils versus Buffalo in the beginning, and it's New Jersey's opening games. I don't know what this means. New Jersey Devils versus Buffalo in the beginning, and it's New Jersey's opening games. Did they play New Jersey to start the season? I don't know. Oh, man, Pelech got hit in the face. Oh, man. That's how everyone's getting injured on the Islanders. Why is everyone getting injured? Wow, so Romanov got hurt again. Because Romanov he got hurt in that New Jersey game last weekend that we did. And then he's off again now. He's in the locker room, and Pelech just got hit in the face, so he's in the locker room. So we're down to 4 defensemen. We have Riley, Pulock, and then Dobson, Mayfield are left. Oh, my goodness me. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Yeah, so Romanov went to the locker room because he got a hit from Jordan Greenway, and then Pelech in the locker room because he got hit in the face with a puck. So I'm assuming Pelech got hurt it's going to be more of like stitches, so he should be back. The Romanov thing is scary because he was day-to-day, and I was surprised to see him play today, but he probably just got hurt again, so I'm assuming that we won't see Romanov for the rest of the night. We should see Pelech, though. There's Pajot. That's okay, though. When I was in high school, my team only had 4 defensemen like every single night, and we made it work. So I know these guys can. Oh! He's knocked out. Mike Riley's knocked out. Wow. We're down another defenseman, everybody. Mike Riley just got his ass whooped. He looks like he's knocked out. He's not moving his head at all. I think he's knocked out. They're bringing out the stretcher right now. Oh, man. This is really scary now. I hope he moves, because if he's not moving, this is really bad. Here's the replay. Oh, I think he just landed on his head when he fell. Oh, yeah, he just smacked his head when he fell. Yeah. So it was a clean hit. It just when he fell, he landed on his head. So they gave Greenway a 5-minute major so they can review it, but it was a clean hit. That's tough for Mike Riley. That's tough for the Islanders now. We have Pelech got puck in the face. He's getting attended to in the locker room. We have Romanoff, who got hit from a Greenway hit. Greenway just injuring our players tonight. Romanoff got hit by Greenway. He's now in the locker room. Mike Riley just got knocked out. So he's done for the rest of the night. So we have 3 defensemen left. No Barzell, and on top, no Barzell, nor Duclair as well. So this is ridiculous. Oh my gosh. This is unbelievable. But on the bright side, though, we are winning this game, which is, you got to look at that. On the bright side, we're winning. So there, for the time being. Okay, Mike Riley's up. Good to see Mike Riley get up. Yeah, I think he just got knocked out. Yeah, he's talking. He can barely move his feet. Wow. Yeah, I think he just got knocked out. Wow. Oh, yeah, he just landed right on the side of his left head. Right head, excuse me. Oh. Yeah, they announced there's no penalty on the play. I completely agree. That's a clean hit. And tough. That's tough for Mikey. But correct me if I'm wrong. We have 3 defensemen left on the Islander bench. So we have 1 extra defenseman on the bench. So talk about bag skating. These boys are about to be bag skated. This is when you got to bring a forward. Romanov is back. There we go. Romanov is back. So we have 4 defensemen now. I was going to say you got to bring a forward back to play defense then. You can't run 3 defensemen in the NHL. I remember there was one time in summer hockey and AAA hockey at a tournament. We only had 3 defensemen for the whole game. And I just remember that game was like, just if you need to ice it, ice the puck, do what you got to do. Like, just do your best with it. Because that means basically you get double shifted and then you can change. Double shift and then you can change. So good thing we have 4D, because 3D's rough. 3D's rough. Andrew says the global games. I'm not a big fan of it, honestly. Donnell says, yes, the Devils played against the Sabres in Finland for the 2 games. It was the global series, just like the Panthers versus Stars game today. Yes, I remember that from the start of the season. I'm not a fan of it, honestly. If you want to do preseason games, fine, but you shouldn't do regular season games in another country during the middle of a season. I think it's stupid. If you want to, like I said, if you want to do something in the summer or in September, like I remember the Canucks did a preseason series. I forgot who they played, but it was in Beijing, which I thought was pretty cool. But don't do it during the regular season. I think it just ruins the integrity of the season. That's just extra travel you got to do. Playing at a neutral site game, you're taking home games away from the fans. It's just it's dumb. Just have it be a preseason game. We got penalties. So Bowen Byram's going to go to the box for a hooking Siplikov. Yeah, we've had lots of stick penalties today. No one can control their stick on the ice. That's what she said. Third power play tonight for the Islanders, by the way. Good save by Levi. I'm going to do my best to get you guys updates on Mike Riley and Pelech. We still have no Pelech, by the way. He took a puck to the face earlier. But if I see anything on Twitter, I will let you guys know. Oh! Good save by Levi on Bo Horvat. A great save by Devin Levi. Those bounces off the end boards as a goaltender is very, very tough to judge, and he did a good job. Yeah, I just had this shower thought recently about how American goaltenders, we have a plethora of great American goaltenders. But I try to think of good Canadian goalies. Besides obviously we all grew up, or at least I grew up with Carey Price being the guy, Fleury, whatever. But then it's who's after that? I can't think of oh my God, this Canadian guy is gonna be amazing. I'd say it'd have to be Devin Levi. I know it used to be Carter Hart, but he's now with the scandal and whatever. I don't want to mention Carter Hart. But Carter Hart was supposed to be the next big thing for Canadian goaltending. But Devin Levi, I was impressed with him at the World Juniors. I think he played. Did he just do 1 year or did he do multiple years? I'd have to look that up. But he was great in the World Juniors, whatever year that was. And he's looked pretty solid so far in the NHL. I know he hasn't had a whole lot of time in the NHL, but I really like him. His movement's really good. Speaking of the Devil, makes a great save. But yeah, that's an excellent pickup for Buffalo. You have Ryan Miller, and now they're gonna have Devin Levi. But really, really, really good pickup. But yeah, let's take a look. He was in the World Juniors 1 year. It was during the COVID World Juniors 2020. So it was the 2021 World Juniors. 7 games played. I can't remember if they won that year. Oh, that's when they lost to the U.S. That's right. That was like the most boring gold medal game of all time. 2021 World Juniors. That was back when like Trevor Zegras, Cole Caulfield, all those guys were on that team. Trying to find the score of the game. 2-0, yeah. We had Spencer Knight in goal. There you go. Cam York, Cole Caulfield, Bobby Brink, Alex Turcotte, John Farinacci, Arthur Kaliev. That was a stacked team. Oh my gosh. We had Dustin Wolf, Matty Beniers, Bobby Brink, Matt Boldy, Alex Turcotte, Cam York, Patrick Monahan. Oh, we score! Kyle Palmieri. Wow. 3-1 lead. What's going on? I thought we were going to lose based off all the injuries we have, but we're scoring. 5th goal of the season for Kyle Palmieri. Here's Nelson. Down low for Siplikov. Great pass. Similar to what Zucker did with Greenway, or who scored the first goal for Buffalo? Cousins, excuse me. Similar pass. No look, backhand pass to Palmieri backdoor, and he roofs it past Levi. Fantastic. Let's go. But yeah, you had Zegras, Slaggert, Sanderson, Spencer Knight, Brett Berard, Kaliev. Let's see. Jackson Lacombe, Brock Faber. Goodness me. What a stacked team. But yeah, Devin Levi. Maybe I cursed Devin Levi. I was all like, he's so good, and he just gave up a goal. So that was probably my fault. Good save by Ilya. We got 7 minutes to go here in the second. 3-1. I'm surprised. I think it just shows you that Buffalo's unable to capitalize on their chances here, because they should easily be winning this game, in my opinion. Oh, so my fan's going crazy. We answered that, Andrew. We answered that. It'll be icing. Man, Quinn. Bit too try hard there by Quinn. Andrew says, poor Kim. Okay. Yes, he was talking. Yep. It was the regular season. Zillarex, now we just have to hold the lead. That is the big question. Can we hold on to a 2-goal lead? It is Buffalo after all, though. I I don't understand Buffalo, man. Like, they have on paper, and look at their roster, right? They have like lots of talent, but it's just not clicking. You got a goalie in Devin Levi. I think it's just they need like a coach they need like a Barry Trotz coach. Maybe not as aggressive defensively, but they need to play with some form of structure because they really don't. It just feels like I'm watching men's league with Buffalo. Everyone's out there doing their own thing. It doesn't feel like there's a lot of cohesiveness with Buffalo. Good save by Ilya. Point blank chance for Buffalo. But it just, yeah. It doesn't feel like Buffalo has a plan, really. Here's Bo Horvat. And defensively, they're really bad, too. Like, they're terrible at defense. Can't break it out. It's honestly like similar issues to the Islanders. But at least we have like more veteran players. But yeah, defensively, they're really bad. Wall is so good. I'm talking about Joseph Wall. Joseph Wall, I didn't like his numbers. He was decent in the World Juniors. In the NHL, I don't think he's figured it out yet. Played at Boston College in the shadow of Thatcher Demko. He should have been in the World Juniors, right? Or am I tripping? Joseph Wall. Yes. 2 years in the World Juniors. 2018 World Juniors. 5 games played. .886. So he didn't really tear it up in the World Juniors. Boston College, he had a pretty good college career. And then, yeah, just hasn't figured it out in the NHL level at all, Joseph Wall. So, yeah, I mean, he is what he is, in my opinion. He isn't the best thing. He isn't the worst. He seems like an average, maybe just below average goalie in the NHL. But I don't remember him doing much on that World Junior team. So that was 2018. I don't think we did that well that year. That's when Canada won. Oh, yeah, that was in Buffalo. We did terrible at World Juniors. Yeah, we won bronze. We won bronze. Oh, yeah, that was the outdoor game we had, right, with Canada. We played where the Bills played outdoors. Zillarex, I just noticed we were worse than the Metro. That is correct, Zillarex. We are the worst in the Metro. I saw that this morning as well. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. But with the win, if we can hold on here, we will be in 6th place for the time being. So there you go. But like I said, we have a lot of hockey left. Holding on to a lead is not our forte. I'm getting so many like emails about Black Friday, and it's like it's not even Thanksgiving, people. What are we doing? .430 to go, 3-1 Islanders, surprisingly so. Islanders down to 4 defensemen if you're just tuning in. Adam Pelech. I still haven't seen Pelech. He's still not back. So I wonder if he's out for the rest of the night. But yeah, we'll give credit to Siplikov. At the start of the stream, I said Siplikov just hasn't done a whole lot besides preseason and maybe the first game against Utah. I haven't noticed him. I've noticed him quite a bit today. Yeah, has a goal, has an assist on the Palmieri goal to make it 3-1. So good game by Maxime. But I don't think he's not like the X factor player I was expecting. Like I was expecting maybe not a Kirill Kaprizov type player, but just a little bit less than that, right? And I feel like Siplikov, he's just like another guy. He's another like average NHL player. He's nothing special. He hasn't done anything that blows my balls off. We have a fight. Wahlstrom and Zucker. I'm not a big fan of Zucker, so Wahlstrom, if you could beat the shit out of him, I'd appreciate it. Yeah, Zucker just can't handle him. And then Zucker takes him down. But I'd say Wahlstrom got the better looks there. Not sure why that fight happened to begin with, I'll be honest. See, what I don't understand, this is what I hate about the NHL, is Jason Zucker, right? He's going to skate up to Oliver Wahlstrom, just cross-check him like crazy. That should be a 2-minute penalty for cross-checking. Initiates the fight, right? And then, Wahlstrom and Zucker fight. And then it's just 5-minute matching fighting penalties. And it's like, well, excuse me, Zucker cross-checked Wahlstrom out of nowhere, which would be a penalty normally. And then just because it was a fight, it's just even. That's what I don't understand about the NHL. Because sometimes they will hand out instigator penalties, and like, why wasn't that instigating? I don't know. But whatever. I really don't care. Anderson Knight was a monster. Yeah, I like Spencer Knight. He was a really good player. Big fan of Spencer. Wolf. Dustin Wolf. Yes, Dustin Wolf. He is doing really good in Calgary right now. One thing about Dustin Wolf, I've seen lots of videos on him. Positionally, very good. Very good movement, very good positionally. I don't know if he's an NHL goalie yet. Let's take a look at his numbers. But there's a lot of good there in Dustin. Because he's bounced around between AHL and NHL. But last season, 17 games played in the NHL, 893 save percentage, 316 goals against. Not the best. Really good in the AHL, though, for the Wranglers. 922 save percentage, 2.45 goals against, 36 games played. Looked good this year so far. We'll see if he can continue it. But no, I like Dustin Wolf. Yeah, it's been a very, I don't know, from a Buffalo perspective, it's been very boring. Like the fans, it's just dull in that arena. They haven't had anything to cheer about. Typical Islanders. Got a $1.30 left here. Good job by Enval there to get it out. But he turns it over. Thank you, Noah Dobson. Shot. Good save by Cizikas. And Holmstrom's going to flip it out. 1 minute to go in the second. 3-1 Islanders. Surprisingly so due to all of our injuries. Andrew says, when I said poor Kim because of the injuries, oh, she'll be fine. We're fine. We're fine. This other X says, we need a winning streak. Yeah, I said that at the start of the stream that, like, if you're the Islanders, we're nearing the point where, like, if you don't start putting wins together, you're going to dig yourself too big of a hole to get out of, you know, into, like, December, January, February. So you really got to start putting some wins together or get on a point streak or something, because this is unacceptable what's going on. And then Andrew says, when I said it was in the regular season for the Global Series, yeah. Any updates yet from O'Reilly? Oh, from Orly. That's a Faulty Towers reference if you haven't seen that show. Orly. Gotta watch Faulty Towers. If you haven't watched Faulty Towers, I don't think you're cultured, in my opinion. It was an old BBC show back in the 1970s. My grandma had it on DVD. Whenever I went to her house, we'd watch it. Classic. I think you can find it on YouTube. Maybe after the stream, watch some Faulty Towers tonight for dinner. Beautiful, beautiful show. John Cleese is the main actor. Hilarious, man. And, 0.1 seconds to go. 0.1 to go. No updates from Mike Riley, though. I think that's what you're asking. Around the world, around the world. I hate that song. That's it in the second. 3-1 for the Islanders. Maybe it is true. We play better without Matthew Barzal. Maybe Barzal is the issue. Should we trade Matthew Barzal? I don't know. We're playing better without him. I think we should. Something to consider. Yeah, that stat. I think we were 14-8 and something 2 years ago when we lost Barzal. So who knows? I definitely think there's something to be said about when your best player's out, everyone feels like they have to step up their game a bit. And it's like, why can't you Prats do that normally? Why does it take someone to be injured to do that? But, you know, that's just me. Updates on the injury statuses, because we have lots of injuries to go over. So if you're just tuning in, and you obviously know Duclair is out and Barzal's out. In this game specifically, so Adam Pelech took a puck to the face. He has not returned to the game at all. So I'm assuming he's out at that. If he didn't come back at that, like, after getting a puck to the face, I think he's out. Because you would think if it was just a cut, he'd be stitched up and he'd be back. So it tells me that's more serious than that leads to be. Romanoff is back, which is fantastic, because otherwise we would have been down to 3D. So Romanoff is back, of course. Mike Riley is not returning to the game, so he's out for the rest of the game, like, for sure. So best case scenario, we get Pelech back for the third period, and we have 5D. But for sure, Mike Riley is out. I think he might be out for a while. Who knows? I think that kid has a concussion. He landed right on the side of his head after that hit from Greenway, and I wouldn't be shocked if he got concussed from that, because he definitely got knocked out. 1,000% got knocked out. So, but yeah, and then the Islanders scored a goal courtesy of Maxim Siplikov with a great pass to Palmieri backdoor, and it's 3-1. So with all the injury drama, we have a lead, which is incredible. Zillerek said it should be 7 for Zucker and 5 for Wallstrom, so it could be a power play. That's what I'm saying, Zillerex. Like, they usually do instigator. They sometimes do it, but they didn't do it here. So, whatever. Andrew says, I got the game on my TV. Fantastic. I just realized my lovely lights went out back there. I'll turn them back on again. Don't worry. There's one good thing about being an Islanders fan is you don't need to expect much. The one good thing about being an Islanders fan is the bar is set so low that we get excited about stuff that that as a fan you shouldn't get excited about. That's probably the best part of being an Islanders fan. Like, if you expose yourself to other teams and watch how they play hockey, it's almost like escaping. Like, if you're captured and you escape your captor and you see, oh my gosh, look at all these other people, what they're doing. It's that you get a similar feeling. Like, you watch, like I watch the Winnipeg Jets a lot, and it's just beautiful watching them play hockey. The structure, the defense, the goaltending of Connor Hellebuck, the offense is there. Power play is elite. Penalty kill is great. And it's like, oh my gosh, like, this is the hockey that, the Islanders could be playing if our general manager, took it seriously. But I digress. Sitherex saying, where is Barzal? He got injured in the Columbus game 2 nights ago, so he's out. We don't know how long. He has to see the team doctor. I'm assuming they'll announce that tomorrow at some point. But he is out for the time being. And Andrew says, yes, I watched Faulty Towers. It's a great show. It is a great show. And then Zitherex says, I believe Wallstrom could be big. See, I don't know why he's not being played on the first line, Zitherex. Like, why not play one of the best shooters on the team on the first line, with Bo Horvat? I just don't understand. Yes, he should move up, Zitherex. He 1,000% should. Play him with talented players, and you're going to see the potential that Mike Riley has. But when you stick him with a bunch of stiffs, a bunch of nobodies on the fourth line, he's not going to do anything. That's not his role. It's stupid. It's really stupid. But yeah, so let's take a break here. We got one more period of hockey left. If you're an Islanders fan, prepare yourself. You know what to expect in this third period. I'm like a genie right now, and I can see into the Islanders' future. And I predict that we're going to blow this lead. It's going to be 3-3. We're going to head into like a 9-round shootout, and we're going to win. We're definitely blowing this lead. That is my prediction. So we'll see you for the start of the third, and we'll see that prediction come to life.
Whether you're looking for courtside or upper deck, opening day or opening night, comedy or concerts. With Gametime Picks, we make buying tickets easy by serving up only the best deals on sports, music, and shows.
What time is it?
It's game time.
Hello, everybody. We're back for the start of the third period. The absolutely thrilling conclusion of this one. Will the New York Islanders hold on to a lead? 3-1 lead right now. Look at the ice time on the TV. 15:32 for Ryan Pulock. That's my kind of numbers. I had those kind of numbers in high school. I almost probably reached 30 minutes a game in high school. I played a lot in high school, especially my senior year, because you only had like 4 defensemen for almost every game. But here we go. Puck is down for the third period, and I'm just preparing people at home. If you're an Islanders fan, if you're new to this, Islanders will give up a lead. It will happen, so prepare yourselves for the frustration, all the feelings that you're going to have. I'm mentally prepared for it, so it won't be surprising if we blow this lead. So just to warn you about that. But yes, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Happy Friday. Hopefully you had a good Halloween if you celebrate. I'm not super big on Halloween. I think it's kind of it doesn't do much for me holiday. Like, it's just whatever. But, some people like it. I'm not a big fan of it. Not a big fan of the costumes, honestly. Like, if I was going to a party, then sure, I'd wear a costume, but I'm not just going to wear a costume just to wear a costume. Honestly, I don't even know if trick-or-treating is a thing anymore, because I live in like a neighborhood and we maybe only have like a handful of kids show up. And I saw on the news that, they did this thing where at the mall, they had trick-or-treating at the mall. So you just go to a mall, wait in a line, go to different stores, and they have candy for you. And I don't know. I think is it the end of trick-or-treating around your neighborhood? Which I hope not, but I feel like the trick-or-treating it's just plummeting. The amount of kids that do it with their friends, like in a neighborhood, because that was the fun of it, right? You go over to someone's house, you'd hang out for a little bit, you'd go trick-or-treating in their neighborhood for like 2 hours or so. You'd freeze your ass off because it's Minnesota. You're all layered up. You have your bucket full of candy. You come home, you eat candy for like an hour, you pass out. That was Halloween when I was younger. And I remember there would always be like one teacher in the elementary school who would like assign homework on Halloween, where it'd be like, okay, count your candy and sort it out by how many Snickers you have, how many Hershey's you have, how many Three Musketeers you have, how many M&Ms you have, Kit Kats, sort it out, and then you can average it out or whatever nonsense and make it into a math problem. And it's like, come on. Like, you're really going to assign homework on Halloween? Like, get out of here. Get out of here. If I ever become a elementary school teacher, I would never assign kids homework on Halloween. Just let the kids have fun, man. They're not going to learn anything on Halloween night. Just let them have fun. Be a kid. Zotherek says he only, talking about Oliver Wahlstrom here, he only doesn't have a goal or assist because of the fourth line. I agree. He's got to play with more talent. That's how you get the most out of Oliver Wahlstrom. And then Isaiah says, go Islanders. Yes, let's go Islanders. 3-1 lead. I told you how I know how this is going to happen. We're going to blow this lead. You just know it. The only reason why we wouldn't blow this lead is because Buffalo is inapt to score goals because it's Buffalo. So I think it's more on Buffalo if we don't give up the lead than it is us, being honest. But I appreciate everybody tuning in. If you are new, subscribe, bottom right-hand corner, smash the like button, click the bell icon so you're notified whenever we do go live on the channel. Follow us on our social media platform at HockeyPodNet is the Insta and Twitter. If you want to follow me on Twitter, at Grant Akeem is my handle. If you want to check out anything I do on YouTube, you can head to the Grant Akeem YouTube channel. Just type it in YouTube and it'll pop up for you. Also, if you want to donate to the channel, I believe you can do that through the live chat via Super Chat. you are able to do that tonight if you're interested. And then also thank you to the sponsors, Gametime, $20 off your first purchase, which is incredible. So if you want to go to a Buffalo game or a basketball game, which I'm not really big on basketball or football, anything really, use Gametime. Try and get your tickets probably like an hour before gates. That's usually when it's the cheapest, or like 30 minutes before. It's kind of like how back in the day when I was a kid, me and my dad, we'd go for hockey games a lot, and we'd go without tickets because there'd be people outside the stadium selling their tickets. And so you'd go and you kind of like, haggle with them over ticket prices and whatever. You get a really good deal. Like there was one time we got club seats for like $20 a ticket, and it was insane. So it's kind of like the modern day version of that, because you go to a stadium now, no one has paper tickets anymore, so no one's going to be outside of the stadium trying to sell tickets. Oh, Paterka, penalty shot for Buffalo. JJ Paterka gets taken down, and we have a penalty shot. I think it's the first. This is the first I've done a live stream. There's been a penalty shot. This is history. History in the making. Oh, it was Zucker, excuse me, not Paterka. Zucker gets taken down. Let's see. That's pretty soft, in my opinion. That's a very soft call. But here comes Zucker on Sorokin. Say bye, Sorokin. Eat it, Jason Zucker. I freaking hate Zucker. I don't know why. I've never liked Zucker. I'm not a fan of Zucker. I'm sure he's a nice guy. I don't know. I've never liked him. Sit down. And he fought Oliver Wahlstrom for no reason, so you can eat it, Zucker. But great save by Ilya Sorokin. The patience, the athleticism. It's just crazy how flexible he is. Like, I wish I had Sorokin's hips. Goodness me. But yeah, they do everything. Gametime, $20 off, and then use the same promo code, THPN, when you sign up for DraftKings. Oh, it's Zucker. It's Zucker. Get stuffed. It's Jason Zucker. Come on. It's 3-2. Come on. Puck goes to the point, right? Shot from the point. It goes off Zucker's nipple and in the net. It hit his nipple. I swear that it hit like his hand, then his nipple, and then it went in. Get stuffed. Here's a good look at it. Yeah, it went off this area. So whether it hit both nipples or one nipple, I don't know. But it went off a nipple. It went off a teat, and then it's 3-2. And now here they come again. And as an Islanders fan, I know where this is going to go. We all know what's going to happen. Zillerek says, I'm not surprised. We all know what's going to happen. 14 minutes to go in this one. 3-2 game. We're heading to overtime. It's going to be 3-3. You don't have to be Bill Nye the Science Guy to predict this one. Or Stephen Hawking. This is pretty self-explanatory. Here's Cousins. He had the first goal of the night. Me and my cousins, and you and your cousins. It's a line that's always running. I do not like how many times you said nipple. Well, what am I supposed to say? It went off his chest. It went off his nipple. Zillerex. I don't have to tell you. That's what I saw off the replay. It went off one of the teats. If that's better, I can say teat if you prefer that. It went off Jason Zucker. That goal went off Jason Zucker's teat. Past Sorokin. Good job. But yeah, Sorokin's had a very solid game. Being in all seriousness, I've loved Ilya's game tonight. Solid game. Zilrex's damn Enval. Enval couldn't catch a beach ball. Zilrex couldn't catch a beach ball. I believe in Wallstrom, not in Enval. I agree. We should make that into a t-shirt. I believe in Ollie Rocket. 12:25 to go, 3-2 game. Trying to see if we have any more updates on Mike Riley or Pellick or anybody. Yeah, so Mike Riley's out. He's out for the night. And then Adam Pellick is out for the night as well. So we're down to 4D. Romanov is playing injured. And so we have 3D that are healthy. Romanov's playing injured. And then Pellick and Mike Riley are out. So we're going to have to call Bridgeport and probably call up Bolduc, who I like. I like Bolduc. He was great in preseason. But does that mean anything? Because this entire hockey team looked pretty decent in preseason, and they've looked ass to start the year. So I don't know. But I probably would call Bolduc up. Who else do we have on Bridgeport? I watched Bridgeport the other night, actually. I am a proud subscriber of AHL TV because I'm that fan. I occasionally will watch the Bridgeport Islanders if I want to make myself suffer and punish myself. But no, it's fun to watch, like, the younger guys. It's the only chance I'm going to get to watch the younger talent on this team because Lou Lamoriello and company will not call up any young players and give them a fair shot. But yeah, on the fence, who would I call up? Bolduc for sure. It's probably Bolduc and Grant Hutton. I would love to see an Isaiah George come up. I think that would be fun to see. Wyatt Newpower has looked pretty good as well. He's a Minnesota boy, so why not call him up? But if I'm a betting man, you're probably going to see Bolduc and Grant Hutton come up. Or I could see Cale Odelius. He's looked pretty solid. We have some options there, but, we'll see. Shots, by the way, 31-28 for the Islanders. It's a very high shooting game. And a good glove save by Sorokin here. I'm noticing in the crowd in Buffalo, do you see everyone's wearing like a scarf? I wonder if that was probably a giveaway. Zilrex says, I just won't get over the fact that Wallstrom is on the fourth line. He was 11th overall. Like, come on, man. Just come on. No, I agree. Remember, though, Kiefer Bellows was 12th overall, and what happened to my boy Chief Keef? He can't find a team to play on. So, just because you were drafted high doesn't mean you're going to be good. A la Michael Dal Cole, first-round pick. And where is Michael Dal Cole? That's a great question, actually. Michael Dal Cole. What happened to this Pratt? Piss off Solo Stove and Snoop Dogg. I hate Solo Stove. Ever since Solo Stove became an advertisement for the Islanders, we've sucked. So I blame Solo Stove. Okay, in perspective, Zilrex and everyone watching at home, Matthew, was that his first name? Michael, I don't know why I said Matthew. Michael Dal Cole, he was a Oh, we score! Bo Horvat again. Oh my gosh. I'm pissed because I dropped him off my fantasy team because he wasn't producing. And of course he produces today. Get stuffed for Grant. But it was JG Pajot. Horvat's going to get the assist. Good job by Anders. Bo Horvat's going to pick it up. Finds Lee. Back for Horvat. And then found Pajot in the slots. Yeah, this is crap defending by Buffalo. That is terrible. You got to feel for Devin Levi. But there you go. We might hold on, Zillarex. We might hold on to this lead. But the point I'm making, Wallstrom was 11th overall. Bellows was 12th overall. He didn't do anything. Michael Del Cole was 5th overall by the Islanders in 2014, and he was ass. Absolutely ass. He's currently playing in the Dell in Germany, which is really, really bad. Really, really bad. But he has gotten a chance to prove it. Wallstrom or Del Cole? Wallstrom is not. He hasn't played on the first line. I believe in Pajot. I'm not a big Pajot fan. Like, we should have traded him right after we lost to Tampa in the postseason. Like, Pajot was good for 2 years, and we should have got rid of him. We should have got rid of Kyle Palmieri as soon as we got him for the last run we went on in the East Finals after the COVID bubble year. Should not have re-signed him. And I feel like Lou Lamoriello doesn't understand the term rental, is that you can get free agents or guys at the trade deadline and just rent them and then not sign them back. I don't think he understands that concept, because every time we've gotten a player at the trade deadline, we've signed him to a long-term contract. And I don't understand. It's we can just not re-sign them, bro. Come on, bro. We don't have to do it. Zillarex says, where's Cole Eiserman? Cole Eiserman is playing at Boston University, Zillarex. I don't know his stats. I can look. Boston University, 5 games played, 4 goals, 1 assist. I'm assuming, though, they've played really shit teams. Really bad teams. Because usually in college hockey, you start the year with non-conference games. Yeah. So they've played Holy Cross, who are ass. Union, who's ass. UConn, who's ass. Harvard, who's they're ass. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. They're ass. North Dakota's good. They usually have pretty good teams. They split with them. They're playing Michigan right now. Boston University is. That's actually a good series. Then they got UMass, Maine, Merrimack. Yeah, so their schedule is definitely going to increase here, but in college hockey, you can't read into the first month, because a lot of teams will pick crap teams, non-conference games, like Holy Cross, like Union, UConn, Harvard. I don't know who else is ass, Merrimack. So there's a bunch of crap in college hockey, so a lot of teams will do that. Alaska, I saw Denver Pioneers, they played the Nanooks to start their season in Fairbanks, which is unbelievable. I'm glad they have hockey there, though, because I remember there was a bit of a scare with the Seawolves team, the Alaska Anchorage Seawolves, about funding, but they got funded, and it sounds like they're going to build their own hockey arena out there. So it's good for them, because they used to be in the old WCHA for college hockey with the Gophers. So it's good to see the Sea Wolves still kicking on. We're on a power play, by the way. 30 seconds left on our power play. We have 8:30 left in the game. It is 4-2 for the Islanders. Zother says Pajot is on my jersey, but my next jersey is either going to be Barzal, Horvat, or Wallstrom. I would get a... If you're going for longevity, I would say Barzal because we're never going to trade him. Wallstrom is like a sneaky, awesome jersey to have, but he might be gone. Like, who knows what Lou's going to do. Bo Horvat, he's not going anywhere, so you'd be safe there as well. Why not do Sorokin? I got Sorokin. Can I spin? A little spin? You can't see it. You can see it a little bit. I got Sorokin. He's my favorite. MCS, if no one scores, my prediction will be right. That's right. You said 4-2. You said 4-2 Islanders. You never know, though. Like I said, like this team disappoints me on a daily basis. In the future, if Yzerman, Wallstrom, and the rookie, I can't spell his name, would be on the first line. Oh, man. Do you mean Yzerman, Wallstrom, and Siplikov on the first line? See what I would have done if we weren't stupid and traded for Bo Horvat and we still had Aatu Ratu. You'd have Aatu Ratu, Cole Yzerman, Wallstrom. That's a pretty decent line. How is Aatu Ratu doing in Vancouver? MCS, you have Aatu Ratu now. How's he doing? Big mistake by us to trade him, in my opinion. He's in Abbotsford. He's doing good. We had a bit of a scuffle between the benches here. So it's 4-on-4. Pajot and Lafferty are going in the box. 6:15 to go. But Aatu Ratu, he last season with Abbotsford, 72 games played, 52 points. Not bad. And it's only his, second year coming from Finland. So give him time. He tore it up in the World Juniors. 7 games played, 10 points, 3 goals, 7 assists. So I'm very sad we had to get rid of Aatu Ratu for Bo Horvat because, in my opinion, when you have young, talented players like that, you don't trade them for veteran guys, especially in the situation the Islanders are in when you want to get younger. Why not train and develop and grow these younger players? But on the island, we have the mentality of, nope, if you're young, we're going to ship you out. If you're old, you're going to come into the island. You're going to live in the cul-de-sac. You're going to retire here, be an Islander forever. We're going to give you an 8-year contract, even though you're in your mid-30s. That's Lou Lamoriello thinking. God, this Geico ad is a joke. God. Advertisements are getting so bad. And Zilrex says, yeah. MCS says, I wish we still had Horvat. I agree, MCS. I wish you guys still had Bo Horvat. I think that was a stupid trade to make. I really do. Like, what has it done us? Think as an Islanders fan, what have we gained of acquiring Bo Horvat on this team? Is this team any better than what they were without Bo Horvat? I'd argue no. It's no different. You can make a trade for another veteran guy, like a JT Miller, and it still wouldn't make a difference. Oh, Brock Nelson. Good save by Levi. I got to give Levi credit. He's had a solid game tonight. A lot of the goals are because his defense is incompetent. Yeah, you think Buffalo would sort that out. They have a really good team. It just defensively, they're just gross. It's disgusting to watch, honestly. Like, I feel like I need to take a shower after this. Azurek says no, and he hasn't done any memorable stuff. Exactly. Like, I'd rather have Atu Ratu and Anthony Beauvillier than Bo Horvat. Like, honestly, put Anthony Beauvillier on the first line over Simon Holmstrom, and that's better. Holmstrom is absolutely useless. At least Barzal and Beauvillier have, like, chemistry. But, like, it's just that was the day I realized that this guy's an idiot. Like, what is he doing? Oh, Yokiharu with a shot and goes wide. Buffalo is a team that has like some of the weirdest names in the league, like Yokiharu, Abe Kubel. Who's the Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen? It's like, if you have a weird and unique last name, we're gonna draft you. That's like how Buffalo probably drafts their players. It's like, you know what, your name isn't quite ethnic enough, like Anderson. It's not ethnic enough. We need like Abe Kubel or we need something more pizzazz, like Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. We need something like that on our team. Offside, there's Buffalo, 4:11 to go. We were 9 seconds from 4:20. Is there a way to get rid of Lou Lamoriello? Well, if the fans protest and voice their opinion to the owners, I think you might have a chance. But I think he's here till he dies. This is like king rules. It's like we live in the UK. He's going to die on the throne, Lou Lamoriello. He's not giving up power. So what would really be scary if he is GM, he passes, and then his son, what's his son's name? Like Chris Lamoriello? If he takes over, because I think he's the GM in Bridgeport. If his son takes over, then it's like, no, we're not having that. We don't live in this isn't the 1700s in Britain where we have family kings here. Like, it should, honestly, I wish, like I said in the first period, it should be about the fans. Make the fans vote for the new GM. That's how it should be. Every 4 years, we vote on a new GM. Are we keeping them or are we sacking them? Because they do it in soccer, and I wish they did that in the NHL. So the fans feel like they're actually a part of something. Whereas, like, as a fan in America, of the Islanders, you don't feel like you have much of a say at all, really. I feel like I have no say being an out-of-stater. I have no say in this team, really. Still looking for updates on the injuries. There's nothing official, so I think we're going to wait till tomorrow to see what the injuries are going to be. We're nearing crunch time. Buffalo's going to pull their goalies soon. So do we think the Islanders are going to hold on here, people? Let me know at home. Are they going to do it? I'm changing my tune. I think we will now. With that fourth goal, I think we got this. I really do. Yep, they're pulling the goalie. Levi to the bench. 6 players on for Buffalo. It's going down, folks. Dahlin blockered away by Ilya. Another fun name to say, Peterka. Good job by Darlene to keep that in. Oh, great play by Brock Nelson. Cross ice feed, and Brock dove. War Road, Minnesota. Remember it, War Road, Minnesota, Brock Nelson. He's the king of War Road. Do we have a timeout? I think we do have a timeout. I think Buffalo took a timeout. Lindy Ruff. I tell you what, the Buffalo fans in attendance tonight are very dull. They're very quiet. Which I think is a motif of a lot of fans in America. The fans in America are just like boring. Unless you go to a soccer game, then it's like, there's energy in America. But like, you watch any European soccer, they're chanting, they're, letting their voices be heard the entire match, and we just don't get that in America, which is sad. I really wish we did. But in America, we rely on like jumbotrons and lights and like loud music, like obnoxiously loud music, to create atmospheres, whereas like in Europe, it's all about the people. And I wish we were like that here, but when I look at Varlamov, he's like, don't look at me. Actually, I have my goalie glove. I'm still breaking in my goalie glove. It's like, now I can actually like close it. Basically, I took a power cord and wrapped it so I could, and just sealed it like that. So now it's like easier to close and open. So yeah, I forgot I had this in here. I was breaking it in. But yeah, Varlamov on the bench is just like this. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. I'm hideous. We got 2:25 to go. Still 4-2. Can we hold on? To the point now. Darlene. Shot. Saved by Sorokin. This is like the worst feeling as a goaltender when your team can't clear the puck out. Shot. Good block by Pajot. Horvat's going to play it for Anders Lee. Oh, Anders. What? Anders Lee. Come on. He had a wide open net, Anders. Couldn't hit the ocean from a boat. Terrible by Anders. That's Edina for you, by the way. That's Edina for you. Can't do anything. Here comes Buffalo. Ooh, Jack Quinn. And Romanov's going to flip it down. 1:30 to go. Feeling good. Feeling good. I'm feeling good. Is that an Adele song? I'm feeling good. Bum, ba-dum, 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 ba-da-da-da-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Oh no! Oh, with 1:01 left, it's 4-3. No! No! 4-3. I've been hacked. I've been hacked, man. I've been hacked. Anders Lee had a wide open net and missed it. Couldn't hit the ocean from a boat. And then I'm feeling good. Adele. I'm saying Adele. And then we give up a goal. I mean, it's a great save by Sorokin. It's just that you can't let these guys get like 3 whacks at it. Terrible defending by the Islanders. So 4-3 game, 1:01 to go. Oh my goodness me. No. No. Come on. Come on. Ooh, Brock with a good look. Devin Levi to the bench. 37 seconds to go. Pulak's going to rain it around the boards. Look out. Oh, Zucker shot just went wide. They can't score here. They can't. 15 seconds left. Here's Tuck. Darlene, shot goes wide. 8 seconds. We got it. Wow, we do it. We hold on. Unbelievable. We hold on. 4-3. Unbelievable. Well, thank God we got that insurance goal, because if we didn't, we'd be heading to overtime. Unbelievable. MCS says it's going to happen. Come on. Yes. Amazing. 4-3 winners over Buffalo. Making it more harder than it needs to be. That's what she said. But we get 2 points tonight. Massive 2 points for the Islanders. Let's go, says MCS. Can we carry this into Sunday? We go to MSG. An a rival game against the Rangers. Tough game. The Rangers are the best team. One of the best teams in the East, in my opinion. They got Shesterkin. We have Sorokin, though, so what's up with that? That'll be a fun game. I will be live on the channel this Sunday. That is a noon game, I believe. Let me double check. 1 p.m. Eastern. So noon for me, but 1 p.m. Eastern. Islanders Rangers will be live for that game on Sunday. But yeah, great stuff. Not much really to say other than great game. Thank you everybody for watching. I'm gonna rest my voice for Sunday. But I appreciate everybody tuning in. If you are new, subscribe. Bottom right hand corner, click the bell icon so notified whenever the channel does go live. Hit the like button if you enjoyed yourself. If you're an Islanders fan, big win. Even if you're a Buffalo fan, good game, Buffalo. Tried your best. If you had defense, you'd have won this game, I'll be honest. Make sure you do follow us on Twitter and Instagram at HockeyPodNet. If you want to follow me on Twitter, at Grant Akeem is my Twitter handle and my YouTube channel name or handle. I think YouTube does handles. You can check me out there. Thank you to the sponsors. Gametime, $20 off your first purchase when you use promo code THPN. And then also use that same promo code when you sign up for DraftKings. All of our predictions were right today for the people who predicted with me. Fantastic. And I always like to end the streams by saying it is a crazy world out there. I'm sending love from me to you and to everybody around the world. I give you some love. Hope we're doing well. Hope we're doing okay. Have an amazing rest in your day. Or I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Have a great weekend. If I don't see you, this Sunday we will be live on the channel. Islanders Rangers, 1 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow, stay tuned to my YouTube channel. I'm probably going to go live with some gaming stuff tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Right. Thank you again. And we'll see you. If not tomorrow, we'll see you right back here. Islanders Rangers on Sunday. I shall speak to you soon, everybody.